Cristiano Rosso will kick it away. The dangerous Colin Lacey back deep. Lacey had a punt return touchdown in the season-opening win against Eastern Kentucky and wiggles his way to the 25-yard line. Chris Bell, the motion man. The give is to Brown, hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Trent Hendrick, the middle linebacker who made his first career start against Louisville back in 2022.
Yeah, he is a throwback in the middle in terms of a linebacker, just 6 foot.
The type of play caller who can get you on skates. Here's the blitz. Moss is hit, and down he goes. They brought the blitz. Gannon Weathersby, the first to get in there.
Boy, a lot of guys around the line of scrimmage. You mentioned the blitz coming. They go
against Weber State.
Trying to keep them in long yardage situations.
Underneath, that's complete. It'll set up a third down. Chris Bell with his first catch.
And about medium here.
They're showing pressure. This time they rush 4. Moss bouncing in the pocket. Nobody open. He runs. He is sneaky fast, as the coach has told us. Quick screen. That one hauled in. Lacey trying to shake past an ankle tackle and turns that into 4 yards. Weathersby the tackle.
A third down situation here for Louisville.
There's the blitz. That's the tight end Skinner. Can he get to the line to gain? Looks like he's going to be a little short. Sluka fakes the toss to Barnett and runs ahead. Matthew Sluka spent 4 years. They just get it off. Wayne Knight hitting the backfield and tackled for a short loss. It's 4th down.
Antonio Watts
on 4th and 6. Barnett standing in the pocket. He goes down. The ball comes out. James Madison covers it up. It's a 4th down fumble. About a quad formation with the receivers to the near side.
And one-on-one up top.
Sluka's in at quarterback. He looks to run. Was a dynamic runner at Holy Cross, but that time dropped for a loss of a yard. But I don't want them to love it. They keep it on the ground. Ayo Adei, who ran for 1,000+ yards. Or actually, George Pettaway, gets the call.
Yeah,
former Tar Heel.
Coaches describe him as a downhill grinder type.
On 2nd and 7. Design quarterback run. Sluka pinballs off one of his linemen. And it sets up a third running formation with Sluka in the game. Out of a wishbone. And they hand it off to Jordan Fuller, who didn't play last week. DeGennaro behind him in a stack. Barnett rolls to his left. Throws back the other way. Wide open. Caught for a touchdown. Lacota Dippre.
Like the dance. A little celebration at the end of it. Transfer out of Charlotte, and they gave
James Madison a first down. They eventually score. Isaac Brown to the 45. His best run of the day. A gain of 5. Kewan Brown into the game at running back. High snap. Brown gets the call. And Tornadoes into Duke's territory for a first down. Deciding on returning to Louisville. Off play action. Moss throws over the middle. Flag down. It's caught by Stewart, the tight end.
And can make plays. And, well, yeah, he's got a handful of face masks.
Lacey was in the backfield and now motions out. Pressure off the edge. Moss never saw it coming. The ball pops out. And it's James Madison football, who blocked the punt last week, recovering the fumble.
Deception, gap control, and they are versatile. They're going to give you a lot of different looks. They bring Thomas off the edge late from the secondary. We mentioned that they like to play him in the box. And he gets to Miller Moss, who never saw him coming. Was he down, or did the ball? I think this is going to be JMU football.
Well, we have Matt Austin. Matt, Mr. Louisville. That looked to be And James Madison gets the ball back. Screen pass, Nick DeGennaro. Stiff arm, and a first down. His first catch as a Duke, the Richmond transfer.
They come to play.
Wayne Knight gets the call on first down. And Newman greeted with a rude hello, but he picks up enough for a first down. It's a good team if you like sitcoms. Barnett tonight. Out of bounds at midfield, a gain of 8. Pressure off the edge, quick throw. And it's Knight again for a gain of 4 more. A couple of tight ends in there. The give is to Petaway. And the former Tar Heel carries to the 42, gain of 5. Play clock about to hit 0. There is Barnett on that surgically repaired knee, only a yard. Barnett against a 3-man rush with a spy. It's off the hands of his intended target, Landon Ellis, and it falls incomplete. Louisville, Miller Moss, the Louisville quarterback, backed up Caleb Williams for 2 seasons at USC. As Isaac Brown pushes to the 45 for a gain of 5. How about this? Lincoln Riley, the head coach. 19 plays, 33 yards for Louisville. Pressure coming. Moss on the run. Completes for a first down. It's Chris Bell. 2nd and 10. Brown, the running back. Off play action. Pressure from Thomas. Dump off to Brown. And he is engulfed by big Emmanuel Bush. 350-pound redshirt senior.
Well, this big guy can move. He'll wear that 0 because he can't.
On 3rd and long, they set up the screen to Brown. He doesn't need much room. Able to get that across the 40, and that sets up an opportunity here.
Real loud, see if I can get him offsides. Nope.
Off play action, Moss backpedals, has Skinner wide open. He's got room to run, but there is a flag down. Skinner rumbles inside the 20.
Jalil Skinner was going to be a big part of this game plan. And he's finally coming around. The hands are starting to match with the athletic or the physical trait.
Moss on the keeper. Flag down.
They're going to have a holding penalty.
He better be really good at it. Was there enough there to constitute disconcerting signals? That's a run by Watson to set up a 1st and goal. A 22-yarder by Ranvier. And that gets Louisville on the board. Nick Keller boots it away. Wayne Knight inside his own 5. Barnett back to throw. Over the middle, completes to Jalen Sanchez.
That formation again that you just love, don't you? In short yardage.
Sluka up the middle. The gutsy call pays off. We were joking about it earlier. Bob Chesney and this offensive staff did not come to leave plays in the back. Against the pressure. Petaway shouldered out of bounds after a gain of 3, maybe 4. 3rd and 11 after the penalty. Edge pressure. Barnett thrown to the ground. Wesley Bailey, the Rutgers transfer.
Finally getting his first sack of the season. Renee Conga, both guys are teammates, but it's Wesley
Louisville
getting
takes its
there
first time out of the
first.
half. Please reset the game clock to 1 minute 53 seconds. 1-5-3. Thank you.
After Lubin had 2.
Moss with time. Will take the check down to Bell. Lacey's in the slot. He gets it on the slant. And a first down for Louisville. It momentarily stops the clock. Moss. That's to Brown. That'll keep the clock churning as well. 39-yarder to make it a 1-point game. Ranvier gets it up. And the kick is good with 10 seconds to go. Clark and Quinn, especially the twin spires of that defense. Throw to the outside, wide open receiver Landon Ellis. And the Richmond transfer who had a touchdown last week picks up 20.
It's a big target on the outside. Not sure how he ended up so wide open out on the edges.
Louisville showing blitz. Now they back off. It's a run play tonight. Scavenging. And finally brought down. It'll bring up a third and about 7. First and 15 with Sluka in at QB. Here's the toss. Adei. Barnett back in there. He'll throw. Downfield and brought in with one hand by DeGennaro.
What a catch. Wanted to get him the football last week and just couldn't. He's got good speed. They really like him. And they'll move him around, and they have. But boy, the catch. Just reeling that baby in. And
James Madison has been in Louisville territory. Only one score to speak of. Barnett keeps it. He's got the 10. On second downs, Luka again will run, finds a seam. Touchdown, James Madison.
You almost get the sense that when they want to run it, the quarterback runs, it's Sluka. And when they want to throw the football, it's been Barnett. Guys like Bush and Lockett Jr.
Here is Isaac Brown. Had a little bit of daylight. Boy, has not had much room today. That was his longest run, 8 yards. Cross hands to Watson.
He got it.
And he gets just enough.
Brown has enough speed to get there, so certainly Watson does.
Cross over the middle, wide open, Chris Bell. Can he take it to the house? Oh, yes, he can!
Second window, standing in against pressure. Nice job by Bell to house the thing, and then
Moss pump fakes. He'll run for it. He stumbles, and he gets in, and we've got a tie game.
Converts to two-point conversion, and we got ourselves a tied-up ball game.
Barnett hands it off. Knight with a little bit of an opening, and he gets skinny for 6. Barnett dropped the ball. He's got to cover it up. Colin Hishler seemed to be pleading his case as well. On the reverse. Lacey
What a tackle.
is tackled in space by DJ Barksdale. He was the defensive MVP of the Boca Bowl.
They are not afraid to lock him up with the other team's best.
Fuller, he's the hammer. Brought down by Lawson. Out of a wishbone. Back to Fuller. Hammerheads for a James Madison first down. Play went away due to a penalty. He keeps it again. And Sluka powers for a James Madison first down.
That has yet to kind of get cooking in this game.
Sluka under duress. And that'll go as a sack. Antonio Watts.
Watts, the linebacker, just going to come.
Where the Dukes are 3 for 9. Louisville brings a twist. Barnett gets crunched. And the Cardinal defense gets home again. Rene Conga.
I think maybe they missed a face mask. You watch Barnett in the pocket. There's a hand that goes up around his face, and you can see a little tug on his face mask.
And And the run game continues to be stuck in quicksand for Louisville. Zahir West with the TFL.
Really flat. Dad played at Morgan State.
Lacey. Four-man rush. Lost with time. Able to complete. Trayshawn Hurry. Using Fuller as his lead blocker. Sluka lowers his head. Pressure off the edge. Barnett off his back foot. Kyle able to hang on. Barnett from his own end zone. He lost the ball. A.J. Green falls on it. That looks to be a Louisville touchdown.
There's one lineman in there fighting. We saw Wesley Bailey the play before just about get there, and it's when Sluka's in, I crowd the line of scrimmage if I'm Louisville, and I would come after him and play the quarterback runs.
Because of the penalty, Louisville had to kick off from its own 20. Michael Scott in motion. The handoff to Fuller. He's been getting some carries in this second half. A pickup was at UNLV last year.
Where quarterback draw is there.
That is the quarterback draw. It is Sluka. It's going to be close, and he's got enough for a first down. Sluka, a throw. Sanchez able to bubble to the outside into Louisville territory. Sluka running behind Fuller. First down, James Madison. Pressure off the edge. It's Holloway on the corner blitz.
Oh, it's like it just froze Barnett. Staring at it's been Ron English with the advantage here in the second half of this one.
Fuller charges forward. That sets up fourth down from the 36-yard line.
Not punt the football away.
Well, that still only puts you in 4th and 2. Barnett takes a shot. Incomplete. DeGennaro got turned around. He had a step on his man. Boss comes out throwing. Now tries to run. And pulled down by Emmanuel Bush. Matthew Sluka to begin this drive. Wasn't ready for the snap. Now he's in trouble. Negative play to start things off.
From Zach Greenberg.
Sluka, another design quarterback run. Quinn is there. On third down, another run. Sluka, nowhere to go. Only a yard, fourth down. Andre, when Sluka's in. Back to the ground, back to Brown. There's the seam, and now the turbo boost. Brown all the way into the Louisville net. Touchdown, Cards, 78 yards.
Take a look at this touchdown run. And they just go to the outside. It's blocked up well, and then it's the speed and the power all in one run for Isaac Brown. Just breaking tackles coming out of him. Boy, and we talked early about the ability to hit the home run. He is as complete a back as there is in the country. He just put a team right on his back.
2-point conversion attempt.
What a catch.
Is it a catch? It is.
What a catch.
Dakari Collins, but a flag is down in the end zone.
Collins, a big, big receiver at 6'4", 215. He just caught Barksdale his whole
22 plays, 36 yards. And a fumble lost in the end zone that resulted in a Louisville touchdown.
His get-off is sick.
Had the sack, forced fumble in the end zone. 2 sacks last week. Big hit.
Just go ahead and take care of the first down.
On the slant, it's hauled in by Sanchez, and he's got enough. Kudos to the league for opening that up and providing that kind of transparency. Tight end to Logan Kyle on the reception. Into the game. Sluka, no surprise, will run.
They need a quick score.
Sluka, zigging, zagging. And out inside the 40 to the 38. A gain of a dozen for Sluka, up to 70 yards rushing. Sluka to the air, slings it in traffic, and it's intercepted by Jabari Mack. I think at the end of this game, James Madison may have to go back to the table and say, okay,
Is this working for us?
is this the path forward?
Yeah, are we stalling our own offense out? 6 quarterback sacks, 12 penalties for over 100 yards, a fumble in the end zone, and what you don't want to have happen is that locker room splits, and one's rooting for Barnett, and the other side of the locker room's rooting for Sluka.
He also said, I don't want them to like it. That might be maybe a hint that he lets this thing play out before you get into conference play.
You know, bringing the other guy in who's already cooled off.
Kewan Brown. That'll bring up 4th down.
With this coaching staff, his brother coaches quarterbacks, Brian, who started here along with Jeff, and then Ron English to run the defense.
Sluka dancing, turbines. They'll sling it. That's complete. Landon Ellis, young man who had 9.5 sacks at Coastal Carolina. He's been an impact player in his first 2 games with the Cardinals.
2 sacks last week, and they could, as opposed to doing it from depth, where you get penetration that stops you and bottles you up.
Time expires. Louisville closes this game